Hey everybody. Um, Today I want to talk about probably what introduced modern horror as we know it today. It's my first horror movie that I'm reviewing, and probably one of my favorites actually. And it's called Insidious. And when this movie came out, I still remember seeing it in theaters. Going not really knowing what to expect. I don't even think I read any reviews before I saw it, and I just go, "Oh my gosh, it blew me away." It was the scares were pretty original at the time. I mean, now a lot of movies try to copy it, not gore whatsoever, which was awesome because it was all. It's actually very ironic that the director James Wan is the one who introduced us to Saw, which is the goriest franchise. I actually enjoy Saw too. It has its charm. But this Insidious is freaking amazing. This movie grossed 539 million at the box office on a $26 million budget. I mean, that really launched. I think the made studios go, "Oh my gosh, we got to start making horror movies again," which was awesome. I mean, I love horror movies. Horror is my favorite genre, then thriller, but horror, I just enjoy just having a movie on in the background. I just fucking love having something that I've seen 15 times over and over on in the background. It's just fun to this is just my favorite genre. I don't know how to put it. This movie is about the Lambert family, two great main protagonists in Patrick Wilson and Rose Byrne, married. Patrick Wilson's such a great actor. I feel like he's incredibly underrated. Uh, Rose Byrne too. Rose Byrne's awesome, very beautiful. uh, well, she's older now, but she even still is pretty. But I don't like all that silly shit she did in what's it called? Movie with Seth Rogen. I don't know. The Neighbors. This movie was just so fucking stupid. Um, Anyways, let's get back on track. Okay, this is about the Lambert family. Okay, and they have demons in their house, and they gotta try to keep their damn kid away from it. And it's a simple plot, but it's just so cool. The lady that they get to play the what's it called? Like the person that can see spirits into the other world, or I don't know if they have a name for her, but she Elise is the name in the movie, and Lynn Shay is who plays her, and she went on to do tons of horror after this. Like she's almost like the old lady for horror. It's kind of neat. Um, how she basically got probably a second act after this. I really don't know much about her besides these movies, but I think she basically got a second act after these movies, and it was really neat to see. I saw a couple. She had a couple indie horror movies that I saw that I enjoyed. They're not my favorite, but I mean they're fun to watch. Like I said, I could just watch horror all day. It's just so much fun for me. Um, but no, it's such a neat. This, like I said, I mentioned earlier, the scares that they introduce in this type of movie. I don't want to give it away, but there's some great jump scares, but that aren't. There's just they aren't obvious at all. There's so many times in a movie where the music builds up and it's just the jump scare, the jump scare, the jump scare, and that just takes me out of it sometimes. I mean, every now and then, whatever. It's not gonna kill the mood for me, but they this movie does. There's a couple in particular that that just get you. If you've never been had it spoiled for you, it just makes you jump right out of your seat. It's incredible, and there is a great Tiny Tim song in the movie that is it's like that really it, it sets the mood. It sets the mood. It's pretty neat how it does that. I'm just like even excited talking about this movie because it did introduce a whole new wave of horror movies. I mean, I feel like horror movies, there's always, of course, every October they're gonna have the teens slasher flicks. Uh, that's, don't think that's ever gone away, but I really do feel like it was. I didn't research this, but I probably I'm sure 5 years prior, even maybe longer, there was probably the horror movies weren't doing as good, and definitely didn't make the amount of them. I know for first of all, Blumhouse and A24, who both make great horror movies today. I love them. I love how they both put a lot of time and money into it, and it's great. Not all of them are great, of course, but it's awesome that there's so much effort into it. And now I feel like there's released all the damn time, and even on, I think Hulu has its originals and Shudder, and it's just so cool. And I feel like this was the origin of that kickoff again of horror. And I may be wrong, but that's my opinion. And so I want to get to the end of this movie, which was so neat. The end, I'm not going to say it, but it leads into the sequel. And I gotta stop saying that word. I say it all the time in such a seamless way. So see the sequel too. I'll give Insidious a 9 out of 10. I don't even know why I'm doing review ratings. I mean, like, who gives a shit, right? Either you're gonna see it or you're not. But I just thought, not a gore. Like I said, there's like no gore, but just such a fucking cool movie and fun to watch. So if you haven't seen it, please do, because you're doing yourself damage in this life if you don't see such a masterpiece like this. And that's what I call it. That's a horror masterpiece. It is fucking cool, and I'm gonna do so many more horror movies because horror is my favorite. I know everybody's probably seen this, but I still feel, I mean, it's kind of, what is it, 10 or 11 years old now? It's been older. I mean, it's older now. So maybe there is a lot of people out there who haven't, and you should. It's just like I said, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is fucking the best. One of the best. It's in my top 10. So, please see it. And thank you. This was a fun one for me because I do enjoy it so much, and I do enjoy talking about horror because it just does make me happy and get through the day, and it is fun. So, okay, everybody, the couple people watching me, take care. Bless you. And sleep well. Bye.